not going to win. I'm just going to mess with File. All I'm going to do is just keep getting DQ'd.
Who is that? Woo! You listen up, chump.
Honestly, it is
Hello, everybody.
an announcement for nothing.
A lot of people have asked. No more Band-Aids, no more bullshit. The truth is here, and it's coming at you hard.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Battle Pass, the PGF Tuesday talk show, where we bring you all things PGF. To you awesome kick people out there, we're having a little bit of problems with the chat, but we are going to get it taken care of, because just because you can't see the Mod Mama doesn't mean that she is not getting it taken care of. And I am so happy to be here once again to talk to all of you about our favorite subject, the PGF, the Professional Gamers Federation. That is right. It has been wild. Last week we had a server issue and could not get the Battle Pass going. And let me tell you, to make up for it, Larry put me against the wall. Not the way you're thinking, weirdos, okay? He said, Marcus, I challenge you. If you can't get these servers going, you owe our fans a treat. Well, you know what? I said, you're right, Larry, we do. I guess it turns out we got to do a 35-hour marathon, which will lead us straight into, that's right, the April 1st Jokes on You pay-per-view, where we are coming hot and heavy once again for a special PGF pay-per-view. That's Professional Gamers Federation. I actually don't know what pay-per-view. Oh, PPV stands for pay-per-view. Come on, Marcus, get it together. But that's okay, because I am saying hello and welcome to all the amazing PGF fans. That's right. We have a tournament, 35-plus hours of PGF. We took all the episodes, slammed them together, and we're going to be presenting that for your viewing pleasure. This coming up, let me get the dates right for you. So the Jokes on You pay-per-view is April 1st. You do the math, 37, 39-ish hours we're talking here. So we got to go backwards. Yeah, that's right. That takes us to the 31st. But wait a minute. PGF isn't done, because we got more hours to go. So we go all the way back to the 30th. I'm pretty sure we're going to be starting at like 4 a.m. March 30th. So set your TiVo, get your DVRs warmed up, because if you need to get caught up on all things that are going, PGF, Sunday, March 30th, 4 a.m. MST is when you got to tune in. It's going to be right here on the official PGF channel. Everywhere you go. Okay, put it on your phone, put it on your TV. Okay, we're the best kind of asthma. And asthma's weird, I'll tell you that. That's one thing that will never. Larry, as much as you want it, it ain't coming to the PGF. No, sir. It ain't. I draw the line there. I ain't having somebody lick on some plastic ear for tips. It's crazy. We're professional gamers, for God's sake. Moving on. Because I can tell you right now, we're moving straight into pure, unadulterated excellence, because last week was insane. Okay, who saw it? Larry was on a tear. He was here, he was there, he was everywhere. Just like the one and only Johnny the Mouth Malone. That guy is getting under Larry's skin, y'all. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Okay, whatever Johnny is doing, it is working. I have never seen Larry this riled up. I haven't. It's nuts what Johnny is doing, okay? He went through the man's car, for God's sakes. Unprofessional. You know, if anything, I would say it sounds like it's personal. Johnny is going everywhere he can to try to unmask our commissioner, Larry Geiger. That is unbelievable. And again, I apologize to anybody on Kick. We cannot see your chats right now. We are working on it to the best of our bald, beautiful ability. But just know, we know you're here. We know you're watching. And it feels real good. That's right. Okay, but where was I? Yeah, I'm talking about Johnny. Johnny's losing it, y'all. Okay? It's too much. All right, he's going through the man's car. That's what happened on last week's Friday Night Fights. John, do you got that? I think he does. You know, John, I tell you, ever since I put him in the closet, right, and ultimately forced John out of my life because it was getting to be too much. Too much. You know, the nephew of the commissioner, Larry Geiger, one of the most powerful men there are. Okay? I can't fire him. Ultimately, I just have to deal with it. John, you beautiful son of a gun. He actually got the footage, y'all. Unbelievable. Let me tell you. All right, we got the chat. I love to see it. We pop this out? I don't think so. Doesn't look like it. That's okay. Because we can go just like this. Boom, shakalaka. We got our stuff. Wait, can we? What's this? Oh, nope, that didn't do it. That didn't do it. Well, anyway, go to the, John, I mean, he's still not the best at the road, okay? Check out this from Johnny the Mouth Malone during last week's Friday night. Look at that. That Johnny the Mouth Malone has been spotted, and we have to go to them, right? Are you kidding? I need you to do your job what I tell you to do. Okay?
Set up perfectly and beautifully. Oh, baby. I am outside the Professional Gamers Federation headquarters, baby. Step behind me. Oh, baby. Is that
That's Larry
Larry,
Geiger's car.
Is that your car? Oh, boy, buddy. Listen, I will do anything I can to figure out who you are. If I gotta go through the high school credits, I'll do that right now. If I gotta go see what neighbors you got, I'll figure that out right now. But first and foremost is I gotta know your registration. And in fact, I wonder how I got these car keys.
So as you can see right there, Johnny the Mouth Malone somehow stole Larry Geiger's car keys, went down to the parking lot, and did the unthinkable. Got into the man's car to try to identify who he was. Find a picture of the one and only Larry Geiger. It's too much, Johnny. Look at this.
All right. I'm gonna go check what you got, and maybe I'll take your car for a spin. See you
Johnny,
later, and
don't
enjoy
you
the PBR,
dare.
baby.
Johnny. Unbelievable. And that right there is exactly what I'm talking about, because it is nuts. All right, I just got, as Mac Daddy would say, my pee-pee slap because of these damn gamers, okay? Larry the Geiger is pissed right now, okay? Johnny's trying to show the world what he looks like, and a private person clearly doesn't want to do that, okay? Who here would want to know? Exactly, none of you, okay? So Larry is getting stressed out. What is Johnny going to do next? I couldn't tell you. Okay, he's unpredictable. He's got his own session, Johnny's Jamboree. I mean, so ultimately we just can hope to the most of our ability that, well, let's just hope Larry doesn't decide to make Johnny disappear like those two bastards have made some of our greatest employees disappear. We still have no referee, broken toes. It's been a lot trying to deal with these guys, okay? But that doesn't mean it's over. No, exactly. Okay? Because some other crazy shit went on. Who remembers Oily? Ever since he won the Professional Gamers Federation Championship due to Bud Dustin interfering. God, I miss Dustin. Can't wait for him to come back. Bud Dustin interfered in the championship match, and Oily Arcader took the belt. All right? But here's also what happened. Oily disappeared after that. Okay, like a slippery shadow in the night. He just took off. And guess what he did? He started the one and only Oily's Oil. Well, that very unregulated and unsanctioned product run has flown off the rails because now our one and only Oily Arcader decided to make a special batch of oil for his buddy, the Big Mac Daddy Show. Look at this.
Hey,
special batch of his oilies oil. Just for you, baby. 'Cause guess what, Mac? I'm hitting the road, baby. That's right. The oily arcade just has a couple little tweaks that he's gotta do. Ooh, to your very own special sauce of the oily arcaders. Oily's oil. Now, as you know, baby, ain't no oil as such as oily's oil. But when you're cooking up something for a friend of the past, well, you gotta make sure, baby, that it's just right. Because I'll tell ya, if you get it wrong, you may have a little payback coming to ya, don't you, Mac Daddy? 'Cause you think that now that I'm the champion, I wasn't about to capitalize on all of it. I've been waiting 4 years for this, bitch, and it's time. Oh, baby, it's time. 'Cause I got one more stop on this oily tour, you see. And that stop is up north, Mac Daddy. Okay, you think you and Johnny the Mouth Malone are up there as your little champions that you are. Well, I got something to tell you, Mac Daddy. You ain't nothing without your little lackey, Johnny the Mouth Malone. Ain't that true, Mac? So you little terrible two-O's, you enjoy the time that you have away from old Oily. Because after I get this multi-million-dollar account, well, let's just say a pretty big deal when it comes to oil. Ever heard of them? And once I come back to the old PGF, okay, baby? Once I come back, y'all ain't gonna be ready, Mac. Y'all ain't gonna be ready at all. Because when the oily's oil gets a hold of you, baby, you don't ever look back. So hang on tight, Mac, and I'll see all of you on April 1st. Joke's on you, pay-per-view, baby. And I'll see you tonight, Mac Daddy. It's gonna be fun. One little trip across the border, and I'm gonna order me a Mac Daddy. Y'all have fun tonight. I'll see you later. Ooh, this is a nice batch, Mac. Smells like victory, bitch.
Oily, man, I tell you, that man has a way about him. Because it gets a little intense when that slippery Sultan himself comes in and starts doing what he does best, making people feel very uncomfortable. But if you heard what I just heard, and I know you did, because I know you're listening, that's exactly right. That was Oily saying that he was headed for Mac Daddy up in Canada. And he said he was going to meet him at his door. That's how he opened the show. So we waited the whole show waiting to see what happened to Oily. We couldn't get a hold of him, man. It was total silence on the slippery man. What was happening? We couldn't get a hold of him. Well, it turns out somebody knew because Johnny the Mouth Malone had a little secret for us later on in the Jamboree where he let us in on the outcome up the Oily Arcader. And let me tell you, y'all, I'm not exactly sure how we're going to get him back, but just.
Hey, baby.
John. Do it for me, buddy. Do it for me. This is Oily getting himself into a slippery situation.
Hey, baby. Hey, Daddy.
Canadian borders.
I thought I would let you join me on my little road trip. I've been recording this whole time. Well, at least I thought I was. Stupid little red light meant that the battery was dead. Not that it was recorded. But that's okay, because I got it going now, Markus. And it's just in time, baby. Because we're coming up on that old Canadian border. Ooh, I'm so excited, Mac Daddy. Because once I get there, I'm just gonna be a hop, a skip, and a snowball's throw away from your Canadian ass, Mac Daddy. I got my special batch of Mac Daddy's oil all in the back, and I can't wait, baby. Alright, oh, hi, baby. I'm the oily arcade, and I got a. What do you mean, ID? I just told you I'm oily. You don't know who the oily arcade is. Well, let me give you a little lesson, baby. Don't talk to oily that way. I'm going to see an old friend of mine named Mac Daddy. Oh, you don't know Mac Daddy either. What kind of Canadian are you? Let me through. Goddamn maple syrup eating stuff. Oh, now you got a little bit of an attitude with Oily. I don't think so, baby. Not with Oily Arcade. Let me through. This is Canada, baby. I will not tell you what is in my two 50-gallon drums. That's my business, and you've been a jerk the whole time to Oily. No, sir, let me through. Don't get your friends. I'm Oily, baby. I'm the Professional Gamers Federation champion. Don't you get aggressive with Oily. Don't you get aggressive with Oily. Listen, baby. Whoa, wait a minute. Let Oily go.
You saw it the same way I did. That was right. It was Oily getting arrested at the Canadian border because that is just what he would do to me. Yeah, he would bring two 55-gallon drums of bullshit up to Canada with the tariff war that we are winning, by the way. Nothing but love. But we're winning. And he brought those gallons of oil up to the Canadian border. Probably doesn't even know what a passport is, let alone brought one with him. Copped an attitude, got arrested. Okay, can you imagine how it was like me making that phone call? All right, we got legal on it, but ultimately it's going to be expensive. It's unbelievable what it takes to keep these professional gamers on the rails. I'm doing everything I can, Larry, and I can tell you what, if we do nothing else, we put on one hell of a show every single Friday. Because I tell you right now, anybody who's here right now, you are seeing the birth of something new. You are at the beginning of time. Okay, you are PPGF. That means pre-PGF. You know how seldom you get to be at the birth of the universe? That's you. That's every single PGFF. That's Professional Gamers Federation fan. So open those eyes and let the Big Bang in, baby. Because as much as it loses my hairline to watch and try to maintain these damn professional gamers, I wouldn't do it any other way. Because the PGF is something special. So are you. And you know what's even more special? Even more special than Oily. It's more the highlights we got of the things you love the most. That's right. Because Mac Daddy, he has been on his band or bronze challenge. He was running his mouth like a Mac Daddy does. He had 1 day left to get banned before Larry Geiger was going to force Mac Daddy into a tournament. Well, guess what? The crazy Canadian managed to do the impossible like he always does. And he got himself banned from Marvel Rival. Check this out. Unbelievable. The enemy team both barrels while they're in overtime attempting to get to the first checkpoint of the Marvel Rivals match. Will the Big Mac Daddy Show's pressure be enough to keep them off of the point long enough for the overtime to expire? But unfortunately, a quick death leaves his team to probably do nothing because it's what they've been doing. This right here is the last round of Marvel Rivals, the last game. Mac Daddy has been letting loose on to these poor people. But I don't know, man. He always struggles with getting people to get on their microphone.
Let's hear it for the good ones, huh?
You know?
Let's hear it for the good ones.
Like, what is it about nowadays that nobody has a mic?
Big Mac Daddy Show, who is going right after the
Oh,
grill.
yeah!
Who gets a quick kill before turning.
Here's the big moment.
Mac Daddy with some final words for his team.
This is what
Well,
got
did
the
he
Big
say
Mac Daddy
enough
banned.
or manage to
I
get
hate
banned?
every single one of you. I hope you all rot like you've been rotting for your entire life so far. So
do
what's going to
apologize to
change
any
in
children
the
in
next
the
20
audience.
years? Nothing. Hey, you gave me enough votes.
Oh my
And right there,
gosh!
as
The
you
Big
can
Mac Daddy
I was
Show
gonna say.
has been banned.
Oh my God.
had to finish it out, but my face was getting hot. But here's the thing, okay? The Mac Daddy did it. He did what so many, including myself, thought would not happen: get banned. Because it wasn't as easy as go break terms of service, okay? It wasn't that simple. He had to do it without saying the big 5 bad words, okay? The ones that kill 400,000 people a day. Well, at least you would think so based off of how offended people are. But here's the deal. Mac Daddy managed to get banned, and he no longer has to do Marvel Rival. And I can tell you, it is amazing because it opened up the door wide for the one and only Bud Nustin, who is about to come back. Come on. Get it back over there, John. Because I know it's a new feature. It's called Live Movement. Okay, we're working. Quit, John, quit. You got it. No, John, stop. John, stop. It's live, meaning it's happening right now. No, John, you need to, it's live, meaning that if you do this, everyone sees it on the show. Oh, yeah, that is what I mean by live. John! Okay, now go back. Ups-a-daisy. Come on. Okay, perfect. All right, now way too far. John, it's the other direction, but worse the other way now. So it's a thing called copaceity. John, just go to the, okay, again, live. This is all happening right now. Yes. Everyone saw that. Everybody. Yeah, no, it wasn't, this is not like when we practice, right? You take notes, but this doesn't happen during the show? Okay. All right. I apologize for that. John is something else, isn't he? You know who else is something else? That's right. Commissioner Geiger. Another person who is putting just the weight of the world on these bald man's shoulder. Okay, it takes a lot to keep this train a choo-chooing. And let me tell you, I love it. I really do. But I can tell you who doesn't love it. The Rootin' Tootin' Titan. He has been dealing with the terrible 2-0. That's the Big Mac Daddy and Johnny the Mouth Malone for months at this point. And I am seeing the frustration that is coming from the Rootin' Tootin' Titan. Okay? And ultimately, nobody says it better than himself. So, last week, I think Titan is getting to the edge. The Big Mac Daddy Show has been trying to recruit the Rootin' Tootin' Titan, okay? and it's clearly having an effect. Check this out.
I've got a mission to survive 100 days and get my shot at that PGF championship. And you best believe I'd take that thing off that slippery son of a gun oily pretty easily. Marcus, I have a question for you.
I probably have an answer, Titan.
Do you know why Larry decided to include me and my name in that video? All I've done is accidentally participate in battles or challenges and matches with these two, the terrible 2-0. It hasn't been my choice. I got in the car with Mac because he told me to. I didn't know where he was taking me. And I've just been subject to this. Why was I included in that?
Fortunately, the terrible 2-0 has had their target set on Titan for quite some time. And you are correct. You have not had an uninterrupted match, if I remember correctly, since you have joined the PGF. And yet you still managed to win titles and continue to push through. But I imagine the frustration, Titan, must be becoming tremendous.
It is. I just want to get these 100 days over and get my shot at that title. We're almost finished. Only a couple more shows and I'll be at 100 days. And nothing seems to be stopping me so far.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Really want to go and clear out that police station here because Mac last week.
So as you can see right there, the Rootin' Tootin' Titan is getting a little frustrated with what is going on within the terrible 2-0, coming after him, interrupting his matches, interrupting his gameplay, and ultimately not giving our 6'5" phenom the opportunity to, to shine. And that's exactly what we do at the PGF the best. We find the gamers who need to be highlighted, and we put them on the biggest stage in the world. Let them do what they do best. And that's exactly what the Rootin' Tootin' Titan did. Okay, he was zombie kicking ass, even after the Big Mac Daddy show had already screwed it up for him. But it didn't stop our Titan because he managed to clear out the police station. He managed to loot up. He got a truck, and he got out of Dodge. Even on top of that, Larry Geiger added a timer to the Rootin' Tootin' Titan to limit his truck time. On top of that, yeah, that's right, Johnny the Mouth Malone and Big Mac Daddy show from the skybox were harassing the Rootin' Tootin' Titan the entire time. Check this out.
For the voiceless, baby. And come on, Project Zomboid, this is nothing. We could have played a better survival game, okay? I know a bunch of survival games that we could have tried, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. And you know what? 2 champions in the skybox, just watching down on the peasants playing. All right, that's how it works, okay? That's just how it's gonna be.
Let's be honest, Johnny. Doing any sort of campaign of Marvel Rivals with all those cereal eaters that you're playing with, you know, it was doomed from the start. I couldn't even get them talking, yelling at them, calling them basement dwellers, virgins, race car beds, sleeping, coloring book, losers. All right, they're clearly cowards.
As you can see, all the while, the Big Mac Daddy show is running his mouth. The Rootin' Tootin' Titan is trying to survive in the dark in Project Zomboid. Imagine trying to survive one of the craziest zombie games out there while these two, the terrible 2-0, is jack-jawing in your ear. I'm telling you, y'all, there's some difficult things to do out there. This is up there with one of the most difficult. Look at this.
Cowards. They wouldn't want to step up to be in the Make Gaming Great Again tour, and they sure as hell didn't have the cojones to stand up to the Big Mac Daddy, because you're all a bunch of degenerates. Oh, baby. Look at this.
It's a new generation. Come on. Wait, move. You're supposed to be a professional gamer.
Why they... What's up, Johnny?
You're supposed to be...
As you can see right there, right? I think we painted the point good enough. Ultimately, The Rootin' Tootin' Titan had his back against the wall. Whoa. And what did he do? He pushed off that wall and kicked some ass. That's right. He was not about to let the terrible 2-0 distract him from his goal. Survive 100 days in Project Zomboid so that he can get that coveted Professional Gamers Federation Championship match guarantee. Okay, he is balls deep into this survival run, and this week is going to be no different. The Rootin' Tootin' Titan is going to have more security than I have ever managed to give any gamer ever. He will be left alone. He will be there to shine. You're about to see a Project Zomboid from the Rootin' Tootin' Titan like you have never seen in your entire lives. Just let that sink in for a second. Did y'all hear me out there? Okay, thank you. Okay, your entire lives you'll never see the kind of Project Zomboid that you will see this. And guess what? We're going to top it because we have a special challenge for the April Fool's Jokes on You pay-per-view for the Rootin' Tootin' Titan. We are going to download the mod. We are going to install the chaos, and we are going to give the Rootin' Tootin' Titan the biggest Project Zomboid challenge of his entire Professional Gamers Federation career. You're not going to want to miss it because the only place to see it is right here on the Professional Gamers Federation. Man, we are just all over the place. John, you got my heart ticking today, man. You got me up, you got me down, it's been a lot. It has been a lot, but you know what? We persevered and we pushed through. Because ultimately, we are here. That is right. Oiley's been arrested. We're working on it. Okay? One thing that I did find interesting, speaking of Root, is Larry Geiger took a special interest in the Rootin' Tootin' Titan. That's right. That's right. He took a special interest in our 6'5" phenom. For some reason, gave the Rootin' Tootin' Titan a special message.
Hello.
Check it out.
My name is Commissioner Larry Geiger.
John.
I apologize for the interruption, but because of the recent actions of the terrible 2-0s, also known as Johnny the Mouth Malone and the Big Mac Daddy Show,
We know them well.
I felt it was appropriate for me, under the circumstances, to remind the Rootin' Tootin' Titan, the 6'5" phenom, that he was brought to the PGF as a symbol of light and goodness. Your skills are supposed to be focused upon entertaining the PGFFs, or the Professional Gamers Federation fans. Do not get caught up in the unbelievable and unprofessional group known as the Terrible 2-0s. Rootin' Tootin' Titan, keep your head on straight and do what you know is right. My name is Commissioner Larry Geiger, and I do apologize once again. Now get on with tonight's Friday Night Fights.
That right there, man, I'm telling you, it's a weird message to come from Larry. Why the personal interest, right? Why is Larry Geiger all of a sudden caring what is going on with specifically the Rootin' Tootin' Titan? Him going after the Terrible 2-0 doesn't surprise me at all, right? They have almost like a Highlander rivalry at this point. I think Larry and the Big Mac Daddy Show are destined to battle each other for all eternity. So if you want to watch that never-ending cycle of chaos, you better keep watching here because it is something else, man. Let me tell you. All right? But yeah, Larry, for some reason, I guess I told you he's been acting very strange and interesting lately. He says he's got some kind of special announcement, and he just keeps saying like, what is keep saying? He's saying it right now. Hold on, listen. Yeah, I don't know. Today it's come and get me. He must have watched City Slickers recently. You know what I mean? When that coming, he hears the sound of the gold coming. Get it. Oh man, that was both of those movies, the first one and the second one. City Slickers 1, and then aptly named City Slickers 2. Two very funny comedies from, I want to say the 90s. Could be 80s. There's no way it's the 70s though. No way. Might be 90s, but that would be pushing it, I think. Who out there has seen City Slickers? It don't matter. That's not what we're here to talk about. We're also here to continue to talk about Larry, all right? Because he has been pushed. Watch this. He lost his shit because Johnny the Mouth Malone was once again trying to identify who Larry Geiger is. Okay, there's only a few of us that have ever seen the face of Larry Geiger. He's a very trusted secret, okay? And good luck. I'm just telling you, there's a reason nobody knows who this guy is. And Johnny is starting to get the wrath of the one and only Larry Geiger. So Larry actually interrupted Johnny's jamboree with this message. Check it out.
That is enough, Johnny the Mouth Malone. This is Commissioner Larry Geiger.
What I mean?
You think that you could just reveal who I am, go through my personal vehicle? You are a menace, Johnny. Your Who's Larry Geiger campaign has gone too far.
He's fuming.
First, you thought it would be appropriate
during the show
to dig in to my high school records. Well, guess what? They're still sealed. Then you thought you'd be funny and start asking where I lived. Well, guess what? I got no neighbors. Larry Geiger's privacy is one for the ages, and nobody, and I mean nobody, is going to show my face to the world. My job is simple. Entertain the PGFFs, the Professional Gamers Federation fans. You will never be able to reveal my face, Johnny the Mouth Malone, and you will never reveal who I truly am. You're a menace, and you're also the BBC holder. You better hang on to that BBC tight, Johnny.
This is the crazy part.
Because if you keep doing this, God is my witness, I'll do to you what I did to Mac. And you won't hold that BBC for too much longer.
That's crazy, right? Like that was Larry losing his mind, because if you remember during the Diamond Daddy tournament, Larry Geiger screwed the Big Mac Daddy show out of a championship by secretly bringing in Butt Nustin to the tournament at the very end, putting Mac Daddy up against it. I keep using that phrase. Putting the Big Mac Daddy show in a situation where it was basically a no-win situation. And sure enough, Larry got the Big Mac Daddy show. Okay? Now I'm telling you, Larry is a powerful man who is on a tear. He really is. And the Big Mac Daddy show and the Terrible 2-0s, they are pushing some buttons that I'm not quite sure I want to see what the result of those buttons being pushed will be. But hey, I'm here to report on it and enjoy the hell out of it, because it is a wild ride and a hell of a show here at the PGF. And I can tell you, I want to end on the highest note possible, because the one and only Nothing But Nustin, that's right, But Nustin is returning to the Professional Gamers Federation this week. The amazing man himself has had his mostly paid vacation. It is done. 2 weeks. Okay, he was on a cruise. We found him. He was doing good. We were a little concerned he wasn't coming back, but he is scheduled for a match, and he has been told that he needs to be here because he will be continuing the Make Gaming Great Again tour. He may not know it, but I know he's going to be excited because Bud Nustin's coming back, and we are all better for it. And I can tell you, my friends, here at the Professional Gamers Federation, we have not even started yet, and we're already halfway there. Think about it. The potential is endless, just like our gamers' talent. We put on the most entertaining shows you will ever see in your life. There's only one place to see them. That's here, the official PGF. Whether you stay for a while or stay for a long time, we're just happy that you came, you saw, and you witnessed greatness incarnate. Join us every single Friday, 6 o'clock-ish MST, as we put on the most electrifying esports entertainment show in the world. My name is Marcus, and this has been the Battle Pass. We will see you all on this week's Friday Night Fights. See you then, 6 o'clock, MST.
Champions play, the thrill of the game is here to stay. Clash of the Titans still on display, only the best can seize the day. Flagging, we're starting the game tonight. Waiting, my hands are shaking. Ready for the showdown, countdown to life. Tired of the day. Let's start focus, we're never gonna lose. Time to go, rock and roll and break the get ready to fight with all your might. We'll flame the crown, we'll reach new heights. Oh, playing with the pros. Yeah, playing with the pros.